Look, if you had one night only to have premarital sex and they made a movie about it and it was starring Callum Turner, would you watch it or just let it slip? Yo, welcome back to Lost in the Frame. I'm your host, Malik.
You nailed that.
First try.
That was really good.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm your host, Malik.
I'm your host, Hachi.
I'm your host, Alex.
And today we are ecstatic to have a discussion on the sex Purge movie, One Night Only. How are you guys doing today?
Even better after that.
I was kind of nervous for that one. It just locked in. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, we're talking about the new Callum Turner, Monica Barbaro movie, One Night Only. Before we get into that, we'll do our rapid review, talk about some movie news, and then we'll get into this exciting, perhaps controversial movie. You guys ready?
Yep.
Why are we reviewing this movie again?
So originally we were going to do Tony. And if you saw our Instagram calendar, Tony was scheduled to be the episode that comes out when you're listening to this. We're sorry. We didn't realize it was a limited release and we couldn't get tickets. so we'll talk about
enough yet.
Yeah.
They still haven't shown up on Alamo.
Like for the actual wide release?
Yes.
I think it's too far out. Like it comes out like August 27th, I believe, like end of August, which I was shocked by. Like, even with me, like, I did have tickets for a 10 o'clock showing, but they were bad seats and it was the only showing that I could get.
Stupid.
Yeah. So we'll talk about Tony eventually, but to supplement that, we'll talk about One Night Only. But what have you guys been watching? What are you going to do for your rapid review?
I'm going to do The Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Okay. You finished it? You kind of did.
Oh.
But go ahead.
I finally finished it. I thought it was better the second time around. I think this is only my second time watching it through, but no, it was great.
Yeah.
Really, really awesome to look at. Great visuals, great sounds, great everything.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Gave it I don't know if I rated it again, but it'll probably stay a 4. I don't know if it is 4.5 level for me, but really fantastic movie.
I think it's a 5 out of 5. We've got some movie news regarding the Batman. I was going through my photo gallery and I saw like a meme from like 6 years ago of Dexter like bowing down to a picture, but it was like Robert Pattinson. And like, this man's been my GOAT for forever. Yeah, and his run continues. It's going strong.
I can vouch for your claims to always loving him.
Yeah. For my rapid review, I watched the new Jane Schoenbrunn movie, Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma. That is a handful of a title. I've never been a fan of the title. I'm still not. I was really excited for this movie. I loved We're All Going to the World's Fair, and I saw the TV Glow. Others on this podcast may feel differently about some of those movies. But I was really excited coming into it, and I liked it. Liked it, didn't love it. I think coming out of the theater, the other two movies, I had a very like immediate visceral reaction. And I just didn't have that with this one. Definitely worth the rewatch, but I think it is a limited release right now, but it should be coming out wide in just a couple weeks. So I would highly encourage everybody to go watch it. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
My rapid review this week is Sam Peckinpah's The Wild Bunch, one of those classic westerns that had escaped my eyes up until now. I watched the director's cut of it. I have no idea what's different from the original cut, but this one's supposed to be longer and better. I loved it. Thought it was great. It's like almost like an anti-western, right? It's one of those movies where it's like old outlaws at the end of the West, try to do one big score. And it seemed like a very cliche kind of premise, but it wasn't, right? I mean, it kind of turned a lot of the tropes that had been present at the time up on its head. And it's super violent for a movie that came out in, I think, 1969. I had a great time with it. It's like 2.5 hours. And those were 2.5 hours well spent. I'll give this a 4 out of 5.
Nice.
Nice.
We need to do either like a Western month or a Western episode or something led by you, Alex,
Yes.
I'm down.
to open the door for Tachi and I.
At
should do
this
that
point,
soon.
the door is in reach and you guys just won't open it.
I think there's so much out there. It'd be helpful to have you as a guide for
Yes.
like the beginning basics, and then we can talk through it. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I'll withhold my criticism.
Of
I
doing
agree.
that?
I think that would be fun. No, of you guys for
Okay.
my judgment. It's like
Okay.
the good, the bad, and the ugly is not like some indie like, ooh, I don't know which one to start with. Only one of the highest rated movies
that's
of
very
all
true.
time.
We'll workshop it. We'll get into some movie news, then we'll talk about the movie. Tachi, you were correct in your box office prediction for Spider-Man Brand New Day. It is now tracking to earn over $2.5 billion in its box office run and will likely become the third highest grossing movie of all time. How does it feel to be right?
Feels right.
Yeah.
I think Malik and I are
predicted-
just stupid.
Yeah. I said 1.7. You said 1.9, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tachi said over 2 billion.
I was shocked. $1 billion in one weekend, and you guys just didn't believe.
I don't know what it was. It is now the first. It's been out for 10 days, 11 days, and I think it's at 1.5 already. So, oops, my bad.
That means it's over for Doomsday.
Yeah, I think so. We are getting more stuff about Doomsday, but we'll talk about it later.
Speaking of high grossing movies, The Odyssey has become Christopher Nolan's highest grossing movie of all time at 1.1 billion, surpassing The Dark Knight Rises. I think that's about right.
Yeah.
I figured it was going to do Oppenheimer-ish numbers, which I would still say it has. I mean, it's not that big of a difference. We're only talking like 200 million, so
Yeah.
that's nothing.
Yeah. Oppenheimer was so close to $1 billion. I think it was like 960.
Yeah.
It almost cracked it. Just not quite there.
I feel like when it re-releases, because it eventually will, it will crack.
That's what confuses me with like box office runs is they include re-releases like Avatar and Titanic and everything like that. But I think the top 10 highest grossing movies, I think they've all done a re-release at some point. So
Yeah.
I guess it just doesn't really matter at that point. I don't know.
So James Gunn has confirmed that the Batman 2 and the Batman 3 are not filming back to back. End quote. I can deny.
I hate him.
How come everything that comes out of this guy's mouth is just the worst?
He's the worst.
It hasn't been
pissed.
good the last year for gunheads.
The
Why
gun
is he telling us this?
The gun's broken. It won't shoot.
It just seems like the perfect opportunity with the delay on Batman 2 to just wrap it all up now. Why not?
He wants his DC to be the one that works so badly when it is so evident that darker DC movies are the ones that people want to watch. Look at Joker. Look at The Dark Knight. Look at the Batman. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people want Guardians of the Galaxy, but DC. That's what he wants.
We already got Guardians. It's Guardians. So
It keeps
Oh, well.
doing it.
yeah.
Controversy with the End of Oak Street marketing team releasing an AI video of dogs talking to promote the podcast. Wow, we are really scraping the bottom of the barrel from news this week.
No, I thought this one is actually pretty big. You haven't seen this on Twitter?
Nope.
Okay, so Warner Brothers released there's a dog in the movie The End of Oak Street, like a blue heeler, and they collabed with like an AI dog podcast, and they had the dog from the movie on, and it's just like a 90-second video, but it's been all over at least my news feed of people being like, wow, I was excited for this movie, and now I'm not going to go see it because of this. And
All
so
right. I'm just going to be honest. I'm a big First Amendment guy. If you listen to the AI Dog podcast, you should probably be thrown in prison for life. This is a piece of news that all of you should just go away. I'm done. I'm sick of it.
No one is watching it. Everybody is pissed about it. I thought the interesting part of this was people saying, now I'm not going to go watch this movie, when I'm pretty sure the marketing team and like the filmmakers have like no connection together. Like this is something like the marketing team doing something entirely different. I highly doubt the casting crew of The End of Oak Street is like, this is what we wanted to do.
It absolutely isn't. I mean, coming from both you and me, Malik, we work sales jobs. We work with marketing a lot. Marketing just does their own thing.
Yeah.
I kind of hate marketing.
It seems like they haven't really known how to market this movie anyway, but for those that are aware of like the video, I would say that we're excited for the movie, that maybe you're like hesitant on not seeing it now. I would say still go watch the movie. I don't think that video has anything to do with the actual artistic vision behind the casting crew. We all hate the marketers.
And before we hop into our next bit of news, there is something I want to talk about in regards to AI. Malik, how about you tell us about this trailer for a movie you saw recently at the AMC?
My God. This trailer played before my showing of Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma. You have to say the full name, by the way. You can't just shorten it to Teenage Sex. That's bad.
Ew.
It's a movie called The King of Cannabis, releasing theatrically in AMC's. And as I'm watching the trailer, and you can hear people like talking too, like as it's going on, I'm like, is this AI? And it's not confirmed from like any of the filmmakers or anything, but like if you go on YouTube, all 10 comments this is a very small movie. Like Luis Guzman is in it, but like it just looks like a piece of shit. But all 10 comments on YouTube are like, this is definitely AI.
It's the way they're talking for me. They talk like in a very unhuman way.
Yes. There are real people involved in the movie, but 100% multiple AI sequences. The opening shot is of the King of Cannabis on High Time magazine, and it looks AI generated. And yeah, with line deliveries, with the look of it, like especially on a big screen, you can really tell. It was awful. And like when the trailer ended, like my audience was like in just frantic, like laughing and like murmurs. Like you immediately knew it was the strangest thing I've ever seen. And I need to know who the team was behind this movie.
Why did they play that before Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma?
I don't know.
That does not, like, just even looking at what kind of movie that was, let's ignore the fact that it's AI. I don't think there's, the Venn diagram is, it's two separate circles of who's going to be interested in those movies.
I would say it wasn't a trailer, but more of an advertisement, because it said exclusively playing at AMC. So it was like an AMC commercial, which is still really weird to put in front of a movie like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's in front of like Paw Patrol at AMC or something like that.
Mommy, what's cannabis?
Who is the King of Cannabis?
Some kid's like, God, I want to be him when I grow up.
Other than the AI of it all, the movie looks horrible. Like it looks like shit. Just a bad.
Go see it.
I'm gonna watch the trailer after all this.
You didn't watch it when I sent it?
I'm sorry.
Dang it, you will be.
I kind of want to go see it. Oh, and speaking of trailers that got released,
yeah,
Run, Hide, Fight, Infidels.
What the hell, man? What the hell?
The worst part is I'm watching this trailer and Jonathan Majors is doing his thing as like some like ex Special Forces guy. And I'm watching it and I'm like, man, like he kind of cooks, but you know everything else is going to be horrible. Like you can tell he is a very good actor amongst
garbage.
Daily Wire casted people.
Mm-hmm. It's such whiplash back and forth with the trailer. Because, yeah, you can tell he's good. Not saying his performance is going to be good, but, like, good actor. And it's insane to see where he's at now.
Do you think he should just hang it up?
What do you do after that, though?
Like,
I mean, like,
I
like
don't
if
know.
this
Where do
is
you
his
go?
best opportunity, like there, it just doesn't seem like there's a reason to keep going.
I
I
will
mean, the reason
say
would be money.
those Angel Studios movies do print money.
Yeah.
This, in theory, like I feel like it looks well made enough to attract people. Like it wasn't laughably horrible. Like it looked like a real movie. It didn't look like an SNL parody or something.
Yeah. There's stuff on Tubi that looks infinitely worse.
Yeah.
Was it Zombies?
Zombies.
Yeah. It just comes down to money because he's not going to get any actual work. I don't think so. Very bad. Very bad. Just a propaganda machine. Last piece of news. One Night Only director Will Gluck says they cut out, in quotes, so much nudity from the film because he thinks audiences dislike sex on screen. Whenever people now see, in quotes, whenever people now see nudity or very adult situations in a big theater, they get uncomfortable. And I think that is a good transition to start talking about Will Gluck's One Night Only. We'll talk about we'll talk about this quote for sure.
Yes.
Before we get into the movie, we will do our Letterboxd Love Like Loathe, where we read a 5-star, 3-star, and a 1-star. Tachi has our 5. I have the 3, and then Alex with the 1.
Yep, this 5-star and a like comes in from Jasmine. This is better than the Odyssey. That's real.
Unironic? Can we
It's got to be unironic because it's a repeat watch or like
That's
a second
crazy.
watch.
Show me their Letterboxd top 4.
I was about to say, can we dox real quick?
Yeah. Letterboxd top 4, Sentimental Value.
Okay.
The Is of Agnes, I've never heard of it. Y Tu Mama Tambien, and then After Sun.
Those cook. Y Tu
Those
Mama
do.
Tambien is a great movie.
Yeah.
Huh.
Strange that Jasmine feels this way.
I might have to respect it.
You know what? I do respect it. Good on you, Jasmine. Stamp of approval.
Yeah.
I should get a
this
stamp
3-star
and just
stamp your screen.
yeah.
Yeah, do that repeatedly. See what that looks like. Today's 3-star comes from Jose. This would never happen in Zoran's New York. Thanks, Jose.
I don't think it was a local government decision.
It was not.
Our 1-star review comes from Shannon R. Shannon R. This is a long one, so buckle up, everybody. This movie literally has the following line in it. Maybe the fascists got this one right. Not to be an alarmist, but I feel like we should all be alarmed that a movie... That's a funny sentence. That a movie with such a you should capitulate to fascism vibe got made in the political climate we are in. Deeply messed up movie. I laughed at it quite a lot, but that was usually from complete shock, disbelief, and secondhand embarrassment. Owen is weird. Allie is odd. Why didn't they make sex plans on any of the 364 days before this night? I mean, Owen did. How are also, just side note, content warning for this episode. This movie's all about sex. So
Yep.
Yeah.
if you don't like that, don't listen to this episode. How are condoms in such low supply in such a reality? How do the censors even know if you're wearing a condom? Why would this movie skip over the much more interesting point it alludes to? Queer people are circumnavigating the law and actually not capitulating to fascism. Also, we need to acknowledge the worst part. Maya Hawke's character attributes the pro-natalist sex repression law to the pendulum swing reaction after Obama's presidency. Trump's name is never uttered. Gutless and racist ass movie. I'd give it 0 stars if I could.
I want to use their review specifically because they brought up a lot of points that I want to bring up. I want to use their review as the anchor,
Springboard. Yeah.
as
Yeah.
the springboard for this. One night only. The synopsis is this: two love-starved strangers crash into each other on the one night of the year when single people are allowed to have sex. That's why people are calling it the Sex Purge movie. This was directed by Will Gluck. He's directed Friends with Benefits, some Peter Rabbit movies, Anyone But You, and then most famously Easy A, which is a movie I quite enjoy. How do you guys feel about Will Gluck as a whole? I think I already know the answer.
I don't care.
Okay.
I
yeah.
don't think about Will Gluck at all.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I can't
Will.
say I do either. I mean, he came out firing with Easy A. I do really like that movie, and then everything else, I haven't seen the Peter Rabbit movies. Sorry, Will. Not a fan of. Excitement levels coming into the Sex Purge movie for you guys, if any?
0.
Yeah. Why?
I did not have plans to go see this movie until we had to
Pivot.
and make
Honestly,
this our
same.
episode.
Yeah.
We go through this for you, the listener. We will go through this.
I had a
Sex
great
Purge.
time. I mean, I'm just gonna this whole like experience pivoting to a movie that I did not have plans to see. This was a net positive for my life.
Okay.
So don't let's not act like we're carrying a cross here.
I am.
Okay. Why was it a net positive for you then? We'll start with you. What'd you think of One Night Only?
It was just probably the stupidest concept for a rom-com I think I've ever heard of in my life. I didn't want to go see it, and I was like, well, let's make the most of it. And so I went in with rock bottom expectations, and I was entertained.
Yeah.
This is, and I'll put it this way, because there's obviously a lot of problems I have with this movie. It's very brainless. I actually think, for as stupid as a premise as it was, you probably couldn't execute it better. Like, I don't like for it to be a silly rom-com movie. Like, I don't think you could really like explore the world more.
Yeah.
It's just such like a bizarre concept that like it wasn't. It was messy, and I think they wrapped it up tighter towards the end. I'll put it that way. I don't think this is any piece of art, but
Okay.
like it could have been worse.
I think you're correct in that with this premise being a rom-com, maybe it couldn't have been any better. When you think of someone like pitching this movie, it's like you don't say the genre or anything. You're just like, imagine The Purge, but with sex. You can only have sex one night a year. I think that's an interesting premise. There's also a way to genre bend it. I think you could make this a horror movie like The Purge. I think you could make it a more dramatized, like political movie, what with the mandate and all. And they chose rom-com, which as an idea is interesting. But I do think with the rom-com tag, it can only go so far. And this might be it. I also had no expectations coming into this. I'll just say I didn't hate this movie, but like I'm somewhere just like drifting in the middle because there's a lot of open-ended questions I have, which is why I wanted to use that person's review as kind of the springboard. But I mean,
is there a chance we're going to overthink this movie on this episode today?
Perhaps,
Maybe.
but I think that's kind of fun.
It's super fun. I cannot wait to do it. I have so many thoughts.
Tachi, what did you think about One Night Only?
I think that after watching it, I was kind of stuck in a place where you are, this like weird nebulous kind of, I don't know really what to think or feel about it, but I'm I'm just gonna decide to take a stance, and I have to align myself with the half star reviewer that we got at the,
Yeah.
or maybe 1 star. I just I'm gonna decide to hate this movie.
Okay.
I'm gonna hate on it pretty hard.
All right. I'll be ready for it.
Okay.
Let's the concept. Let's just talk
Yes.
about the concept. So they get a biometric like tag, I guess, that is the indicator. Let me step back a second. There is this is a fascist country in which Congress passed a law that outlawed premarital sex outside of one night a year.
Yes.
And in this world, we all comply.
There's actually a throwaway line when the congressman is speaking about it on, was it a Chinese news network?
It looked like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I saw the subtitles at the bottom going like the newsreel or whatever, and I'm like, okay, there's something here. Something's happening.
something's going on.
Yeah.
He throws away a line. He's like, that's way better than others are doing. So I'm like, are other countries making mandates of their own? What precipitated this?
I don't know.
What other countries made these mandates? I mean, was it a line directed to like, from like a right-wing point of view, shading like Middle Eastern countries? Well, it's like, well, we treat it this, we could be like them where they have,
Mhm.
repressive laws. Or did like Great Britain, Germany, Denmark, Ireland, Norway, Sweden, do they have mandates of their own? Not France. There's no way it would be France.
No world.
No world would France succumb to this.
I had a similar thought. I was like, is the rest of the world in on this? Because this does seem like it would be a very United States of America right wing thing to do, get back to the nuclear family. But that is an interesting line, because him implying that we're doing better is that they've allowed us one night only. Whereas if he is implying that other countries across the world are doing this, they don't even have that. So he's like, hey, we at least gave them one night only for Callum Turner and Monica Barbaro to freak it.
I mean, like, I don't even. First of all, how do you not just have like, they had like the Million Man March on DC for whatever, something. I forget what it was specifically for. Why not like a Million Man orgy?
Can't stop us all.
Yeah, literally. Like at some point, it's like a lot of this movie's politics are very like, it's like, we don't like the mandate. It's like, well, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. You see signs everywhere like resist. You got like this. It's very like, it's almost actually like I felt very related to it because I'm like, yeah, this is so stupid, and no one does anything except make themselves feel good about, oh, I'm doing something when you're doing nothing. And I'm like, I wonder if that was the point of the movie. I don't want to give Will Gluck that much credit.
That was gonna be my first point, is that any sort of like benefit of the doubt on the message here, I can't give to him, knowing his track record. And even then, the only reason that I feel like Easy A was as successful as it was is simply because oh my god, Emma Stone
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
is just one of the greatest actresses of all time. And I can't take any sort of like highbrow, I don't know, belief that this movie was being clever. I just can't take that seriously, knowing what he's done so far.
hang on, I'm getting a news report right now. Will Gluck is apparently on his knees crying and throwing up because we didn't understand his highbrow political commentary.
As he should.
I will not give him any credit for any deeper thought experiment that could go into this movie, because I think that automatically just comes with the premise is to be able to ask all of these questions.
Also, was everything, I'm going to guess inflation is super rampant in this movie because yes, like condoms were price gouged. I do, like, it's like, oh, in this world, how do you run out of condoms? So it's like, well, if you can only use them one night a year, right? Like there's not going to be a big production of them. So there's not going to be just warehouses of condoms. But like postcards were like $165, like haircuts were like $175. I don't even want to know what that Kraft omakase meal was.
Did I miss? Were
Is
these
inflation?
signs?
Yes, there was a sign, and I was expecting like a postcard like $1.65, but the more I looked at it, it looked like $1.65. I did not see like a comma or a dot. I could be blind, right? But I'm going to choose to believe that we are experiencing Zimbabwean levels of inflation in this country.
Okay.
That we are increasingly just losing the plot on the economy here as we go into this post premarital sex world. It's not there yet. It's maybe Argentina, maybe it's not Zimbabwe quite yet, but I'm choosing to believe that inflation is going nuts in this movie.
Okay. I saw signs for AI massages. Did you guys see those ones? I don't know what
No.
that was about.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's talk about the actual movie real quick.
Okay.
If you guys don't mind.
No.
Owen and Allie, Monica Barbaro and Callum Turner. Chemistry, no chemistry. What do we think of their performances?
They started, I think, with that first scene where he bumps into her. There were a couple shots where I don't even think Callum Turner was looking at her. He was looking
line.
straight ahead.
Yeah,
and
she's
was
clearly shorter.
She was down here.
And he was like,
oh, hey, I didn't see you there. It's like, well, no wonder you didn't see her there, dude.
It's a foot and a half taller.
I think as they went on, the chemistry increased.
Yes.
Yes.
There was something there. They weren't just hot people on screen. Did they have the best chemistry? I don't think so, but it wasn't like painful to watch them.
I think the couple, quote unquote couple, with the best chemistry in this was Monica Barbaro and the guy with the big apartment.
The lunatic.
Yeah, the lunatic who was playing the piano with her at the bar. I was like, the criminal. Yeah. Like, clearly that was not going to be Endgame, and you knew hijinks were to ensue. But I was like cheesing when they were at the piano together, and I'm like, why are they like hitting it off?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are they so good together? I know this is not going to work out. I'm curious to see how it doesn't. But those two specifically, I was like, I want to see a straight rom-com. Not straight, like straight, but like just a non-high concept rom-com with these two, because I think they would do a great job. Callum Turner is a brick wall.
You think so?
I do think so.
Malik is so mad that he got Dua Lipa. He can't let it go.
I think he's got something. After seeing this, I do have pretty strong reservations of the fan casting of him as the next James Bond.
Wait, what?
Maybe he could do it, but I don't see it.
I will give him credit where credit is due. He is in one of my favorite movies that is on my Letterboxd top 4. He's one of the band members in Green Room.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have many speaking lines. He's more of a background character, but he is in it. So he is in one of my favorite movies, which is strange to say.
Imagine going on a 5-year run where you marry Dua Lipa and you become James Bond. I would just...
I would see that like,
that would be I don't know what else you would have to do, really. It's like a Tom Brady level run.
I mean, did you guys have any other feelings about Callum Turner in his performance here?
I mean, if you've seen the trailer, you've seen his performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything extra. Hey, I'm cooking pizza here. My girlfriend dumped me.
There's a scene at the beginning that I thought was going to immediately turn me off to the entire movie, where Cam and I looked at each other and we rolled our eyes, but the way that they played it out made me really hopeful for the rest of the movie. And it was specifically a cover of that I Want to See You Be Brave song that started to play in the background of a scene. You could clearly tell it was a cover. And we looked at each other and we were like, this sounds fucking awful. I cannot believe they're using a cover of this song in the soundtrack. And so I was really worried because that's like five minutes into the movie. And then it kind of flips itself on its head and it turns out to be the Ally character singing a song in a booth about plaque psoriasis. She's a singer and she does songs for these commercials that you see. And so I thought that was really funny and actually one of my favorite scenes, which put me at ease for the rest of the movie.
I was really hoping every needle drop was going to be a cover for some sort of pharmaceutical product.
They had a couple.
There was like 2.
Yeah.
There weren't enough.
A couple.
There were not enough.
Yeah.
I
But there
felt
were
the
funny
same way.
parts. Yeah.
It was like one of the only bits that kind of works for me.
Nothing else really worked for you.
I mean, okay, I'll say this. The movie did make me chuckle a few times. It wasn't a complete nightmare. It's just the spirit of the movie that I hate.
What
we'll
made you
get into
chuckle?
it later.
What made you chuckle?
I think when the guy just like launched himself off the roof, and
That was hilarious. It was giving me the other guy's vibes. I was
Yeah.
hoping he died or something. like that was him just ending it.
I thought he was. I don't know. There are a few other things that'll probably come to me, but it wasn't funnyless.
Yeah,
There's some charm to it.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I had
I
a
think
really
besides,
good
go ahead.
awkward laughing when he was trying to make the condom out of latex gloves.
Yeah,
And then it like snaps and so it goes in his
Yeah.
eye.
That got me too.
Like the next cut is him and his eye is red and he's like, "Uh." And I thought the
was-
kid in Monica Barbara's apartment was hilarious.
that kid was funny.
he's a
The
menace.
11-year-old, he's like, "Why don't you come sit on my face?" It's like this
It
kid
was-
sucks.
The other scene that got me was when it all kind of goes wrong with Allie and the singer guy, and he's standing on the piano and he's like, it's kind of a nice song. He's
Yeah.
talking about how he's gonna love her like all night and whatever. And then just the switch flips, and he says, "I'm gonna fuck your face." And her and me were like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
That singer guy, I don't know who is he? Is it Ben Marshall?
Charlie
No,
Gillespie.
that's Charlie Gillespie. Why does that sound so familiar? Ezra Stone, yeah. Maybe my favorite character in this movie.
He was
Like-
hilarious.
Yeah.
He got the most laughs out of me with that scene specifically. The way he looks just spinning in circles with the guitar.
And then breaks his face. That was great.
Yeah.
Apparently Julia Fox was in this movie.
What do you mean
Yeah.
apparently?
I don't remember which character she was.
She was the bartender at the
Who's
beginning.
bartender who
The one
was-
that starts.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
the one
wondering who that
starts-
was and why she
Yeah.
looked familiar.
Yeah, she's the one who starts Callum Turner's Odyssey into getting the condom.
Yeah. Okay.
Was his Odyssey better than Odysseus's?
Yeah, okay, so going back
This-
to your
this
review,
is an
Tachi,
Odyssey remake,
This
by
is
the
an
way.
Odyssey. Yes, this is. Who's the Cyclops? Is it
oh,
Callum
well,
Turner?
Callum Turner. 'Cause- oh!
Is this an Odyssey adaptation?
Who are the sirens? It's the British lady.
I was gonna say it's Ezra, right?
It's
his
both
song?
of them. It's both of them.
Mm, interesting.
because Ezra leads Allie to studio where he crashes into a rock, and then the tall British lady brings Owen to his mom's house and crashes him into a rock made of bubble wrap.
Who's Cersei?
Hmm.
And what is the scene of the pigs? Someone gets turned into something.
Maya Hawke turns Owen into a pig when he eats 2 sushi meals.
Wow.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Let's talk about Maya Hawke real quick.
Sure.
So you can
You're
just say
scared.
how bad her
You're
performance
scared.
was.
You're
Of what?
scared of my knowledge.
You got the knowledge. I think those are the main parts, I feel. Maya Hawke doesn't have a lot to work with in this movie, but whatever she does have, I think is terrible.
I was really confused that she chose this movie and that role.
Yeah.
This was her acting performance was Robin from Stranger Things, but with a boyfriend. It is the same thing.
it just seems
Does
like
she
she
just
can
do
do
that
better.
for everything?
I don't know. I honestly haven't seen her in much to be able to like get a good grasp on her as an actress. The movies that she does have a more prominent role in, I haven't seen, like 2022's Do Revenge. Apparently she was in Maestro. I'm not gonna watch that. I'm not interested.
You didn't
So-
see Maestro?
No.
Me neither.
I thought you did.
No, I didn't want to.
You saw Tar.
Tar's
I watched
good.
it for the whole point of watching every single Oscar movie.
That's true. I think that was one of the few that I didn't watch that year. Because that was 3 years ago at this point.
It was the most 6 out of 10 movie I think I've ever seen.
There we go. So I can't really judge her as an actress because it's like this and Stranger Things. So I get your comment with saying that she does just feel like Robin. Another part that I did laugh at was the bar scene with Julia Fox as Owen is stressing about this guy that his girlfriend wants to sleep with, and he flips the phone around, and it's Glenn Powell.
Oh yeah. There were
That
a lot of
actually got-
interesting cameos.
Yeah, that actually got a real good laugh out of me.
I liked also like the scene where he gives the girl a glass of water who's crying and she's like, God, now I'm getting roofied. I'm like, what? Like that one actually caught me off guard.
Yeah, a bit.
Like, what happened to your night already, girl?
What going back to your half-star review, Alex? Can you read it again? Not in its entirety, but there was a specific part that I wanted to talk about. Oh, how the government would be able to tell if they are or aren't using a condom. I just wanted to think about this a little bit deeper for a second.
Did we explain the tracker concept to everyone? I know you started.
Not yet.
Oh,
right.
no, I did not.
So everybody has this little symbol on their arm. Owen's is a bat. Allie's is a lighthouse. Allie's has like an actual meaning it plays out in the movie. But everyone's got this little biometric tracker, which can tell that when you're having sex with somebody and alert the authorities. They kind of explain how it works and how it's based off like pheromone level or something. But I'm like, okay, if you're living together with your partner and you're on like the couch and you're both watching like a movie and there's like a sex scene and then you guys both get like excited, does it think you're having sex and you get arrested for watching a movie?
Well, it alerts, and I think it starts like you as the person are aware when it's about to start going off. So I think in that moment you just need to separate, because they said something about proximity too, where like if these levels are above a certain threshold and you are also this close to a person, we can assume that you are about to have sex. So if that happens and you're close enough,
I think I missed that.
yeah, just separate. Like she goes in the kitchen, you go over here, and then you'll be fine, and then let the levels come down. Then you can come back together.
Yeah. All right, I'm rocking with it.
Check that one off.
Yep. But the condoms, the safe sex, how would they know?
Latex sensors.
Where?
You know where.
They don't talk about that though. So we have to assume there's not, or can we assume there is? You got to get surgery to get latex sensors installed?
I feel like maybe there's like, at the airport when like they grab your bag and they like swab it down with that thing.
Yes.
Um Maybe when the police show up and they catch you in the act, they like swab you down for latex, and if there's none, they're like, 2 charges.
Yeah, you get a bigger sentence.
Yeah.
Huh. That could be it.
Because we do see someone in this movie get arrested for the umpteenth time for not wearing condoms.
An old man.
An old guy.
Who says you'll never catch me wearing a Jimmy, I think is what he says.
At the jail.
Yeah. LeVar Burton is kind of funny in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see him. And I like Molly Ringwald.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. What else?
We got Nicholas Braun show up.
Doing a weird accent. He's the one who kind of explains the biometrics of the tattoo to us. What else do you think they can track in this state?
Probably,
is the tattoo only for sex or for more?
I mean, I think what I'm just now realizing is that they have your location at all times. It's not even just like flock cameras using facial recognition. It's just they know where you are, what you're doing at all times.
Yeah. This is a very heavily a police state.
Yeah.
Because they caught that guy really quick at his apartment. They were there lickety split.
Like within seconds.
Yeah. So I'm curious, like, what
well,
is
they did
like
say they
a police
followed
budget?
his motorcycle, so
true.
they were, I think, probably on the hunt for him for a bit. I'm not playing devil's advocate for this movie. I'm just, yeah.
They do seem on top of it though. So like, I'm curious what like their budget is, like what a police budget is to like
stopping sex is their number one priority.
Yeah, Monica Barbaro kind of has that conversation with the police chief, like asking why do you like follow these rules if like this is not what you want to be doing? And she's like, oh, I got to do my pension. The movie, like, I don't know if there's a way to dive into the concept more other than like, yeah, we just live in a fascist state and we all accept it. What are you gonna do about it? Because that's the approach it takes, and it's like it feels weird, and it feels kind of icky.
Which is my entire problem, and I guess I'll get into it now, which is so aligned with that review where it just seems like now, of all times, with the huge rise in fascism, not only in America, across the world, that this just feels like for this message, which is to just roll over and accept fascism, it's just the most tone deaf piece of, I don't want to call this art, piece of work that could happen right now. Like, it's inexcusable. And
I mean, the fact that there's a line that says maybe the fascists were right about this one.
Yeah, it's so
crazy.
I did think it was really funny that came from like a guy doing a benefit concert to protest it. I thought that was the best written line in the whole movie.
The irony is not lost.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's so crazy to me that they thought this was a good idea. Like, and I can see how this premise could be fun and interesting.
Yeah.
And in the script, they do ask interesting questions. But when the theme of your movie is to just accept fascism, when fascism is on the rise. It's controlling, you know, more than 0% of our lives. It I just I can't I can't like the movie.
Yeah. I think I think there's a more interesting way, actually, now that I think about it, to approach this movie as a rom-com. And maybe it's just set on any other day except for this day, where they kind of are combating fascism with their approach to how they could have sex as protest, but also still make it a rom-com, but also give it like balls
Mhm.
to say, like, yeah, maybe setting this movie on the actual one night that you are allowed to have sex is maybe the worst way to do it, because that's just
I think the best way to do it would have them commit domestic terrorism.
in what way?
Bombs.
I prefer your million man orgy over the bombs.
And that's why
Are you-
nothing will change. What? I didn't say that. Sorry. Can we talk about the scene going back to where we get the explanation of how the biomechanics work? There's
Yeah.
something I want to call out.
Okay.
The magician,
hmm
he kind of earned it.
He kind of earned it.
He earned that. I mean,
He was
putting a card in someone's mouth without them realizing it, he kind of earned that. Like
he was
Nuts.
cooking. Like out
you
of
got the
everyone.
you got the rest of the night. You got to give my boy his due. You got to give my boy his due.
Yeah. Like out of the rest of the guys that she came across in that club that were actual like scummy weirdos, he just seemed like he's just a magic enthusiast,
He was a sensitive young man.
and he's good.
He was so good. Like that was the only time where I was like, I actually feel bad for that kid.
Yeah, because he didn't do anything wrong. Like
No.
I think he's just really awkward. And then
I
with the
mean-
card saying "wanna F," and then like the camera turns back to him, and he's just got like the puppy eyes. Squeeze.
I mean, you never know. We were led astray with the musician who
True.
seemed like a nice guy, and then he said he was gonna fuck her face. So
I mean, if you didn't pick up that guy was going to be skeezy, I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what you were smoking. I really want. I need some. I really need some, dude. I'm
I mean,
feeding.
we only know because it's all over the marketing. We know they're obviously going to end up together. I think the movie actually wraps up kind of nicely. It gets a little bit more like tropey in your rom-coms. Like I kind of am a sucker for like the chase.
mhm.
I am too.
Yeah, when the guy runs, and so I thought that was really nice. And then we also get her also doing the chase, which was cute. And then the whole lighthouse meetup. I thought it ended actually like really nicely and really cute, I will say.
There was a split second where I'm like, if this ends with them not reconnecting and like losing it, I'm like, that movie would cook. I genuinely think after all that, if they don't find a connection because this night is ridiculous and absurd, and I'd be like, wow, they actually made like a really good movie here.
Hmm.
So as much as I liked the trope, I was like, the ending was like, oh, come on. Because them not reconnecting and being like, look what you've done to relationships with this night, I would have been like, whoa.
But that's a completely different movie for the last hour and a half that we've just been put through.
Which is why I think it would have been such a neat curveball.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. I think I would have been more upset if it ended like with your ending. Because at
That's
least
because you're afraid of art.
I went to the theater for a rom-com. I expect rom-com
No, we went to the
tropes.
theater for a podcast episode because we needed to get something out. let's not beat around the bush here. It wasn't for a rom-com.
I was just gonna say we have not addressed the other elephant in the room, which is that there was no sex in this movie.
Yeah.
Not even. Yeah,
Like not even close.
apparently So I'm reading the Wikipedia because I was interested to see when this movie entered production, Tashi, just based on like, why this of all times to make this. I'm like, I wonder if this is one that had like been made for a bit and had been shelved.
Mm.
It's not. It was announced in February 2025, so
Oh, they got it to work.
yeah.
Okay.
But what was interesting, so I guess it was written in 2024 and it was a part of the 2024 blacklist, which is like the list of the best unmade screenplays floating around Hollywood.
This is
Backing that up, still
That's
it was
crazy.
it was made in 2025.
Okay.
Apparently, as I'm reading this here in the production, again, this is Wikipedia. They cut out all the sex and nudity from the film because of test audience scores. People reacted negatively to that.
Really? So there is a cut with more.
That only Will Gluck has.
Huh.
Interesting.
Very, very
Ew, that just
interesting.
like raised. Ew. Who has access to that footage?
They probably archive it. I'm sure they've got
Yeah.
like steps to doing that.
Do you think there's
yeah.
just some absolute freak in Hollywood who has access to these archives and he's like, yo, you want to see the naked cut of One Night Only?
There's got to be.
Just
I'm
one
sure-
absolute
would not.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah. I'm sure there is.
All right, I think I'm cooking here. I can't say too much or else I'll give someone else an idea.
Yeah, for a movie about sex, this is a very sexless movie.
Right.
Not a sexy movie. Sauceless. Pizza sauce. But that's about it.
Shut up.
There's also no shot that was the best pizza she's ever had. It looks so fine. It looked like
she just wanted to get it.
food court pizza.
One thing I'd also like to say is everyone in this movie, with the exception of like Molly Ringwald and LeVar Burton, there's like no old people in this movie. There's no ugly people in this movie. It was just all like fairly attractive millennials littering the streets. Did we like, what happened to everybody else? Is there like some sort of caste system going on here where like ugly and old people can't be on the street?
I think this is a world Tachi would want to live in with no old people.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
There's a couple old people. One part of the
There's
movie
some token old people.
Yeah. One part of the movie that really disturbed me was towards the end, as there's a news segment as the night is beginning to end, as the night is wrapping up. And the news anchor cuts to a bunch of shots of people in their apartments having sex. And I'm like, okay,
That
so we
was
can just
weird.
film this and show everybody what we're all doing. That was very strange to me.
That was really weird.
A lot of weird things in this movie.
Ultimately, I don't think this movie is like successful in its premise or what it wants to do.
No.
I don't think it's well thought out enough.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many questions that need to be answered to be like, oh, like this is just the way that it is. That you're like, huh? Also, New York was really clean. Like the streets were really clean. I was in New York not that long ago, and it was not that clean. Even like the nice parts. Like I was kind of running around where I'm assuming this movie was filmed.
Mm-hmm. You got to
It
give
was
them Donnie some
stinky and
time.
it was not clean. And I was like, this is cool. This is neat. I like the vibe here.
Yeah.
So
New York is
like
stinky.
the sex thing meant everyone was like, all right, well, if I can't have sex, then I'm just gonna clean up the city.
Maybe that's
Like,
part of the reason they did it. If we're
what
not
are the
distracted by
implications
that.
here?
Yeah. A lot of open-ended questions.
How'd you guys feel about the dream sequences? Not really a dream, but just her imagination running wild.
We got two of her running into her fling from the year before at the bar, and then everyone kind of vibing with her performance.
There's a third.
At the pizza shop.
Oh, them actually almost having sex.
Yeah.
I don't really. I was like, okay. Thanks for
Yeah.
faking us out for
We needed more
for
of
the
that.
one
I
thing.
think, like, if you're gonna roll with that, like, have it be like a Scrubs bit where JD gets lost in thought every 15 seconds.
Hmm.
Maybe we needed more of the fantasies.
How'd you feel about it?
I think the same. I think it's something they should have leaned into more.
Okay.
There was a lot they should have leaned into more. Like, I think this movie wanted to be like a rom satire, and you should have just gone all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few different directions it could have gone, and if it leaned in like heavily in any of those, I think it could have been a better movie. Crazy that they talk about, like, I know it's one night only, but that it's only 12 hours and not like a full day. Like, why not a full 24 hours? Only 12?
Is
One
the
Night
Purge
Only
the same
probably
way?
tested better as a title.
What'd you say?
I said I wonder if the Purge is the same way because I remember I've only seen the first one like 20 years ago, but I think it's like sundown, and then they like lowered the iron walls in their
I
windows
think you're
and
right.
doors and stuff.
I think it's
Versus
also
later
12
being shot
hours with the
springtime.
Purge. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. They had to stick to something, I guess.
That's the one thing they wanted to stick to.
I wanted to bring up some other high concept rom-coms and see what we think about how does One Night Only stack up against these obvious answers. I got four here, but let me know if you guys think of any more. About Time.
Why
That is
are we
a
even
rom-com.
having this debate? Why are we even having this debate?
So we could talk about better movies quickly.
What are we doing? Like, obviously, we all think About Time is better. We all think that's better.
Not me.
Not Jasmine,
kidding.
apparently.
Of course I do. 13 going on 30.
Haven't seen
That's
it.
also another high concept rom-com. I think One Night Only might be like the worst of it. We got Palm Springs and 50 First Dates.
I don't think
I
it's
guess
particularly close.
I guess my question is, I feel like rom-coms have been a struggling genre for a long time, and to make them, it seems like you do need a hook like this. Do you think that trend will continue, or should we kind of go back to basics of just a pure rom-com for rom-com's sake? Or do you think a movie like that could even survive or make it in theaters?
Well, as far as I can tell, the ones that are the regular concept ones aren't even hitting theaters. There was that one you did a rapid review of, Tachi, and then the only other one I can think of is Anyone But You with Anne Hathaway.
Anyone But You with Anne Hathaway.
Remember, it was like based off
That's-
like a One Direction fanfic. It was like
Oh, that-
Amazon.
That one's named
release.
something else. Anyone But You is the Glenn Powell, Sydney
Sydney
Sweeney
Sweeney.
one.
No,
I know which one you're talking about, though.
Mhm.
oh, The Idea of You.
The Idea
Yeah.
of You. They do seem to go.
Didn't Anyone But You actually do really well? Like,
I think it
money-wise?
did.
Did okay.
Let me see.
But I think that's just the draw of two very popular people. Far more popular than Callum and Monica.
Also, yeah.
It made 220.3 million against a production budget of 25 million. So
Oh, jeez.
That's crazy.
it did make money.
Made a lot of money.
And we'll see. Yeah, I'm curious to see. I wonder if we could see how One Night Only is doing. One Night Only. So far, it debuted at 5.7 million. Only made 2 million on Friday. Oh man, I might be flopping, guys.
Oh no.
I think rom-coms are a hard genre to get people to go watch in theaters, and they do seem to go
maybe
straight to
now
streaming.
Dua will break up with Callum Turner.
Because he had a flop at the box office.
I can't do this anymore, Callum. And you'd be a terrible Bond.
Good Dua Lipa impersonation.
I'm leaving you for Alex from Lost in the Frame.
Any final thoughts on One Night Only before we give our ratings?
Did I really have a thought about it already? Were
Maybe.
these thoughts? Were
I
these
don't know.
regurgitations? Reactions?
Reactions, I would say. I'm ready to rate it.
I guess I am too.
Me too.
I give it a 2.5.
I'd probably give it a 2.5.
2.5.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, like because as stupid as I think this movie is, I feel like if I went and saw this, if I watched this on an airplane, I'd probably be like, that was fun.
Like
I did not feel like I wasted my time with it, in the sense that like I didn't hate it. Like, as for all
I
the
agree.
complaints and how stupid it was, I didn't walk out of the theater being like, I hated that.
It's a very stupid movie, and I understand rating it lower because of the implication of conforming to like a fascist state.
Yeah, and I agree, and I think my answer to that is it's so stupid that it's like I don't even think we need to exercise the brain power to think that it's trying to say something.
I think that's where I'm at too. I'm like, we've got two attractive people running through New York
really
City
dumb concept.
in a really dumb concept where I should not lend any further examination or thought to the overall premise, even though we just spent an hour doing so. So
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
I have to take a stance, so I'm gonna take.
I'm proud
one.
of you.
I'm gonna give it a 1 star.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Has some. It has.
I'd pick you on the one night.
Wow, we need to set up this one night.
We're doing it tonight, dude.
Yeah, this feels like the Mandalorian Grogu to me, and that I'm deciding to hate it, so I'm gonna give it the 1 star because it's just a limp noodle of us. I don't know, stupid.
Yeah,
which is crazy because there weren't a lot of limp noodles in that movie. If you know what I'm saying?
I respect your stance on it, and I can't disagree. I see 100% where you're coming from, but I will also not defend this movie in any shape, way, or form. What do we think Will Gluck's next romantic comedy concept will be?
His retirement. I don't know.
Guys, right. What if there's a movie where the government's in the room with you while you have sex? There's someone watching you.
Cuck chair the movie.
Government mandated cuck chairs.
All right. Well, any closing thoughts from you guys before we wrap up today's episode?
I can't wait to go see The Samurai and the Prisoner tonight.
Yes.
A good palate cleanser.
Yes. I need it so desperately.
I need to watch something good too. Well, listeners, thank you so much
for coming with us, but you moved.
That's true. Sorry. Well, thank you so much for listening to the episode. Be sure to follow us on our socials, Letterboxd, YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast, we are on YouTube on video now. If you weren't aware, you can see all of our handsome faces. But we will be back next week with... What are we doing next week?
Something.
Oh, we're doing recap of Chainsaw Man Season 1 and reviewing Chainsaw Man, the movie.
Have you started?
I'm starting today.
You are the worst.
We will end the episode so I can go watch it. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.